Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon to everybody. I hope everybody doing well. And so if you happen to set your eyes on God, just set your eyes on God. It's a Saturday afternoon in Liberia. The time is pretty close to 7 minutes to 3 o'clock. Uh, we're just gonna have a short conversation, and it's all about a Saturday talk. It's all about a Saturday talk. Hey, let's do a Saturday talk, and then there's some flip in between activities happening in the course of the week. Just a live conversation. So I would like all of you to we just want to do this for 30 minutes. Anyway, just 30 minutes, just have some fun. Do the trading topic for the week. Some of the things that I've been training. We can have a better conversation today. I guess having fun. Sometimes the weekend been so rough, things been so sad, things some people are so excited, or things happening for them. Well, that's it. It is what it is. So today we're just gonna have a little small conversation, and it's all about our own country, Liberia. It's all about ourselves. Sometimes the way we ourselves do behave, and the way we treat ourselves, the way we see ourselves, the way we believe in ourselves, the way we see ourselves, with the way we brand ourselves. So, we all gearing towards election in Liberia. Lots of activities going on with NEC. NEC is doing voter registration in Massachusetts County. Uh, People are all trooping in to register. The exercise should be ended by April 3rd or 7th. That's going to be corrected. So it's important that we encourage our people to go out to register because October 10th we have the election this year. So if you don't register, meaning that you cannot vote. If you are eligible at the age of 18, you can go out there and then register. It's important that we encourage our people to be part of this process because if we don't do, people wouldn't vote, and when people don't vote, their constitutional rights will not be respected. Yeah, because that's the only time you have the power. So we encourage everyone to please go out there to vote. I'm sorry to register. And like I said the other day, I think it's important that those who are anticipating in running for public offices, more especially representatives, senators, and all president, could also encourage our people to go out there to register. And it is our constitutional rights, our individual, to also talk to our people to go out there to register. So today we're gonna have a good conversation, right? We're gonna have a very good conversation, and it's all about Liberia, and alone you are a Liberian. It is prudent enough to know that if we don't make Liberia a better place for us, then Liberia will be a better place for us all. So if Liberia is doing good, Liberians will do good. If the country is not doing good, well, the citizens will not do good. If the citizens are doing good, then the country is also doing good. Well, so a couple of days ago, there are a lot of stuff been going on, positive and negative, political, not political. Uh, Sometimes, the training topic right now in Morovia is like, men can talk all. That's a good conversation. I really admire that conversation. Men can talk all. Human being can talk all. Woman can talk all. That always stressless. When you're so stressed and then you try to do that, make ourselves happy. And sometimes we try to keep depression away from ourselves and to make us healthy because depression is killing a lot of people in Liberia. When you worry and you got no one to talk to, absolutely, trust me, it's going to break you down. So I think it's important at some point somebody had, and we all grew with it. But today, yesterday, yesterday, a miracle, a soccer miracle, a soccer miracle took place for Liberia. A soccer miracle took place for Liberia. I call it a miracle because looking at the team South Africa, the side of South Africa, that's exceptional South for Lone Star. We have a very young team going out there in South Africa to play, and you realize that we were we were down 2 goals to nothing, and in between the Lone Star came from the back. Hmm. Ever came from the back and just hit it for us. Yesterday took another trend for us. That have, you know, it brought a lot of relief to us. At some point, you could see that initially before the game, uh, many persons were posting that Lone Star will get five, all kind of score were going on. And that's some of the reasons why people thought so. They felt that because the team had not prepared well, looking at the caliber players we were going against in South Africa, nationally active players from South Africa side. The side of South Africa has been very exceptional. They just came from international matches you see in our team, the underdog. But yesterday, you know, it tells you that your limit is you. I always tell people don't never limit yourself. And if you can take the challenge, if you can take that test, how will you pass? Exam, how will you pass? So that so look, we would take the exam. Before going for the exam, we were studying. We simulate that people thinking that we may not pass the test because the test is to be exceptional one. But we believe in ourselves and we will make the difference. And then Lone Star went out there yesterday. At some point, at some point, we were all angry. Well, especially me. Oh, I'm a goalkeeper. But anyway, that's the game. Later, you saw that our team came back and then brought smile to the country. We like to say hats off to the coach, Keita, and his technical team. Like he said, he believed that Lone Star were going for a draw. He was going for a draw. He said something that really shocked me yesterday. He said, "Look, people overlook me. And people believe that I couldn't make the difference." He said, "People think that I Keita couldn't make the difference." He said, "People believe that I Keita couldn't even come over to South Africa, bring a team to make a difference. But I feel so proud." And he said, "I came over here believing in myself, believing that I would come out here to make a draw." He said that. He didn't rest. He also said, "They are coming to Liberia, we'll beat them, and this is our time to go to be qualified." That's what optimism does. When you believe in what you're doing and you believe you build that level of faith and trust in yourself, in everything you're doing, and you say to yourself that whatsoever I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hands in, I'm going to succeed. I see the challenges ahead. Those challenges are constant, but I think I can make the difference. So all I need to do is to just prepare myself. All I need to do, just do the extraordinary and just leave the rest with God. And that's what came that day. That's what came that day. You know, Kate, that story is a great story. Because when I listened to an interview yesterday, that interview was an exceptional interview. That interview is an interview that that if you listen to as an individual, you try to understand that don't be bothered with the English, but look at the content of the interview. What is the message that we're trying to send across when he talk about people criticizing negatively? People felt that he couldn't make it when he was announced as the coach after going through a vetting process. Yeah, people didn't believe him. People out there, oh, he can make it. The men are cheering coach, all kind of stuff they said about him. But he said he took the criticism. People listen to him. He took the criticism as a challenge. He didn't believe in what it was saying about him, but he believed in himself. You know, many times because people criticize you, people overlook you, people look down on you, and people just thought that, oh look, this guy not going to make it. This guy will never make it. That's the thought about you. And they go about preaching things that they're thinking on that you will not succeed, because the thing that you will not succeed, that's the thought. And so I'm thinking that because I know him and I believe he will not succeed. Because I know he this way, I know her this way, she will not succeed. And that is something that is normal in our environment in Liberia. We still in the back to criticize it. We criticize ourselves. We criticize people. Sometimes we even wish for negative things to happen to people. And you try to understand. You say, look, what actually going on with us? It is so... Somebody said Liberia is a different country where we pray for evil things to... Most of us pray for evil things to happen to us. Most of us pray for evil things to happen to us. Can you imagine? Listen to me. People will sit down and pray to see negative things happening to their leaders. Whether you're in position, you're not in position. If your thought is that the government will not succeed, if the government doesn't succeed, will you succeed? Because the government is there to create an enabling environment for you and I to work, to do business, to travel, to live our livelihood. If we say this government will not succeed, whatever government will not succeed, will we succeed? We will not succeed because things will be difficult for us. Things will be difficult. When things difficult for you and I, we cannot succeed. And because somebody is in position or in power thinking that those who are not in position should suffer. So let me see how far they'll go. We'll keep being in position and see the one that those guys that were not in position, let them suffer. So because I feel I'm in position, I try to criticize those who are not in position. And I'm thinking that's the time I need to break because I'm in position I can afford. So I need to step on those who are not in position. That's the Liberian mentality. I'm there. I criticize the man. I want to step on the man who is not there. Because I'm not there, because the other man there, I feel that man will not succeed. Me, myself, and our mentality, if it's not me, it shouldn't be anybody. And that's what killing us here. And that's what killing this country. And that's the reason why you see our country just retrogressing. Because if it's not John, I want to see Paul. Because Paul is in power, Paul want to step on John. We're fighting ourselves. We're humiliating ourselves. That's why you see the high level of deception is all over the places. And who are we doing it to? We're doing it to the country. And then we travel, we come back, and we say, wow, look at Liberia. How will the country improve? Who will improve the country? Who do you think will improve Liberia? If we don't work hard to make Liberia a better place, who will make Liberia a better place? If we don't want to work with, if we feel that we cannot work together as a team to develop this country, what to empower, not empower, how can we solve this thing? Look at our country. Over 170 years old. It's a shame. A couple of days ago, I saw people on the internet, I read a lot of comments on the internet. People, look, when God destines somebody to be your leader, whether that person is crazy or not, you don't pray evil for them. You only got to pray for your leader. If you wish evil for your leader and evil happen to your leader, it comes down, and the trickle down effect comes on you. Because many people fool us around here and they're thinking that, some are wealthy. And they believe that they will try to confuse those who are not wealthy, make them thinking that they're on their side. And many times they're not on your side. Trust me, they're not on your side. They'll create news, like how you are supporting, they're acting like it's speaking for you. They're not even in your interest. Look at what we are today. Look at what we are today. How can we move from where we are? How can we succeed? How can this country improve? How can our lives improve? How can we compare ourselves? Look at Sierra Leone today. If you fly over Sierra Leone right now, go to Lomé. They are building the new airport in Lomé. I think it should be launched anytime. Lomé Airport. It took their teamwork to do it. It took their love for country to do it. We got to change our mentality that if I'm not in power, I will fight against who are not in power. And because I think I'm in power, I will step on those who are not in power. Who are you fighting? And that's one of the reasons why people envy people so much in this country. People want to bring their friends down. What kind of country you see? These people are like very English small. What kind of country you will see people just praying for their friend to come down? What kind of country you see that thing happening in? Why people are celebrating the citizens who are doing well. Why people are proud of the citizens who are doing well. Look at South Africa yesterday. They were all celebrating. They were so excited until Lone Star took the smiles from them. But listen to what happened during the interview, the coach. When they called the coach for the interview, their coach refused to go for the interview. It was the assistant coach that went for the interview. And what did they say? They told the assistant coach, look, we don't want you, we want the player coach to come. And he came. He couldn't even speak. He said, I'm not going to talk for long. I'm a usual person who talks for long and answer many questions, but I'm not going to answer any question. But it's a bad time. I take, you could see that team solidarity. But look how failure will come. In life, there are times you will fail. And at times you learn from your failure to move forward. But our country, people pray for other people. People just sit down and create stories about people. The time you take to create negative thoughts about other people's success story, you worry about other people. Why can't you build fans around that person you'll work together? They will say the country high. You say that you criticize somebody so much. You worry about other people. You worry about other people's lives so much, and your own life is not moving forward. Don't you think your own problem? I said something the other day. I said, look, if you want your life to improve, if you're not satisfied with the way you think your life is, the way you're living, change the way you're thinking. Sometimes the way we think is the one that is affecting our success. Sometimes the things we're doing are the one that breaking us down. How can all look at ourselves and say, sometimes some of the group I found myself in, maybe you're used to my success story. How does the group even impacting my story? How does the organization I found myself even moving my life forward? And one of the reasons why people join some organizations is to have positive impact in your life so join. I told people sometimes friend to all is a friend to none. It's not bad to get a lot of friends. It's not bad to be in organizations. It's not bad to be everywhere. But the question is, what am I doing there? What am I accomplishing when I'm there? How many times am I putting out there? Look at me. What am I accomplishing for myself? Do you ask yourself those questions? Because life, the most important thing for us in life is time. And I told somebody the last time, I said, no, between you and the man who is successful, the only difference is time. The only difference between you and the man that is successful is time. So if you can realize that time is of essence, and you can utilize the time you have in life, every day think about how would I spend my time to make myself successful. You're not going to be using that time backbiting other people. You're not going to use that other time fighting other people. Those people you're fighting, those people are thinking about moving forward. I love this song by D12. And D12 said, They will talk about you. They will say things about you. They will gossip. They will even want to bring you down at some point. But when they're doing all the things, they just keep bluffing. If you're not something, nobody will talk about you. I'm not saying that you late, nobody will talk about you. People will talk about you. Whether you talk about people, they will still talk about you. Whether you don't talk about people, they will. But the thing about it's natural it is natural for us. It's man-made nature to talk. But my point here is that how can you move forward in your life? You worry about John Joyce moving forward. You worry about a guy who woke up in the morning and think about all he thinks about is moving his business forward. All he thinks about sourcing job and getting money for his family. All he thinks about how can he or she change her surrounding. That's the main thought. You worry about him. But you're not even thinking about how can you move one step. And then one thing is that we pray to see people going down. Why? If you're thinking about people going down, you would never go up. And that's sometimes God don't answer our prayers because the thing we say about people, and sometimes we pray to God for a lot of things to happen. It will not happen because you're taught about somebody who is innocent to you. Your prayer is that this guy should not succeed. Your prayer is wishing this guy, so look at him, how far will he go? Let me see how far will he succeed. Why should you be worrying about other people's success story? Why can't you make your own? Why can't you change your mind to say, look, I think it's about time I network with people who can inspire me. I network with people who can change me. I network with people who can make my life become better. You know, I told people, if you want to be successful, most of the people you network, you should be 60% of the people should be above you. The age, 60%. 20% of the people you network with should be on the same equilibrium with you, meaning you are the same peer group, meaning that y'all can share business, y'all have the same idea and stuff like that. The other 20% should be people who below you that can learn from you. But if there's all the other around where a lot of the people you network with are people who want to get from you, you're not gonna succeed. Because how can you give somebody an idea, then every time you give, you cannot get? It's just a relationship you're in. When you just deposit it, you cannot get out. How can you succeed? Because the partnership is about how best we can help one another to excel. How best we can build the partnership. How can we excel in the partnership? That's the prime objective of our partnership. But in many times, in many instances, we come to realize things not working for us because the way we treat others, the way we talk about or the way we fighting other people, our hearts are dirty. You cannot carry a dirty heart to God and ask God for help and God will help. God will never help you. Oh yes, because look at your neighbor. You pray for your neighbor to go down. You wish your neighbor evil. God doesn't like it. So look at Keita. We are celebrating Keita today, but people were sitting down in the corner waiting to insult him because some felt that he couldn't make it. Some felt that this guy, he's somebody's on. He's just an ordinary coach. But Keita didn't mind that. He said, "Look, I'm going for it. Whether they criticize me, I'm going for it. I know my critics are waiting to celebrate my failure. Look, one thing in life, don't never be afraid when people are waiting to celebrate your failure. Just be aware and prepare yourself, whether you will fail or not. You are learning from the process. And that's the thing about many people. They are so afraid that, because they are aware that people think that they will not succeed, and because people are standing on the side waiting just to laugh at them, they're so afraid to make that move. They're so afraid to make that move. So, how can I make it? If I try it, they will laugh at me. If I do it this way, they will criticize me. So all I do, I'm just initially, by that time, you feel defeating yourself, meaning you will not move forward. And alone you thinking that way, you will never move forward. Be aware what they say about you. Be aware how they describe you. Be aware every plans they have for you. Just be aware that if they say you're not going to make it, just smile. Say, yes, that's their thought. They're all perception. And I told people perception is never a reality until it becomes a true reality. Perception is never a reality until it becomes a true reality. And here is if someone thinking that you're stupid, if someone thinking you will not succeed because they feel that you will not succeed, if someone thinking that because the way they think, the way they see you, the way they just interact with you. Look, this guy now a smart guy. When I look at him, he's not smart. The way I look at him, he cannot handle this stuff. That's perception. It would turn out to be a reality when you don't perform. And if you go about showing that you're now you're now a smart guy. And I told you, the same thing I was telling y'all, the same thing I was telling this guy is not smart, the same thing I was telling you this guy not going to make it, here is it. There is no more perception, it's become a reality. So perception is never a reality. So if someone say you will not succeed, come on then. If someone say that because the way they look at the spices do not judge the book from the outside. If someone want to judge you because they see that your outward appearance not looking good, maybe the way you speak English, maybe the way you walk, maybe something funny about you they just don't like, but that thought they say, look, this guy will not make it. Or even what they heard about you, they haven't authenticated. But because they heard that you felt on this before, they think you cannot make it. That's all perception. And that's why we live it in Liberia. People just perceive things about you. They see you, they just because what people talk about you. And that many of been so defeated. We fall prey to it. And they just waiting to celebrate. And as soon as you feel, it's and we're telling you, we told you about this guy. Oh, we told you about this guy. Oh, we told you about this guy. How long her relationship is going to go? Oh, how long his job is going to go? Or how long his business is going to go? Oh, you say he got a car. How long that car is going to go? They cannot break down. They perceive that you're never going to make it. And because they perceive it, they pray that you will not make it. And your prayer should be to God. Say, Father, whatever my enemy wishes for me, it will never come to pass. So Lord, give me the strength to succeed. And when you succeed, listen to me. Someone will come, by you know you really surprised. Oh, but let me be honest with you, it mean a lot to you. I felt that you were never going to make it. When you chose to do this thing, and I saw you, I was so afraid for you, and I felt that this thing my friend will do, she can't make it. All I did, I scanned. I confession. You just tell us, thank you for telling me. I know I could make it. How many of us do pray for our friends when they're making strong decisions? How many of us do wish for our friends positive things when they're making strong decisions? How many of us? Most of us criticize them. Most of us discourage them. Say, hey, by the time you're not big, the thing that you do have for you can make it. If a person chose to even go to law school or the engineering school, maybe a medical school, well, I don't want to, you know, math, go back, not me, you won't fool yourself. Motivate them, tell them something. And that's the kind of start we have in our country. Dream killers. There are many dream killers. That's why I told people many times, be careful who you share your positive thoughts with. Your vision, who you give your vision to, who you share your vision with. Because some are out there just waiting to destroy you. Some are out there just waiting to laugh at you, to put fingers on you. So look at him, look at her. We're telling her she will not listen. She says she won't do the thing. She know she ain't away. She not get brilliant myself. Then she says she won't do it. And when you start getting successful, that the same people coming to your door that are knocking your door. Liberians, where we are. I was taught other country people celebrate their people. They give you the opportunity, they give you the platform. How many of us give people a platform to succeed? How many of us? You get a small business, you think you're rich, you think you already arrived, you're looking down on people. You get one little car, you think that you get something already, you're looking down on people. You that used to walk before, you see people, you laugh at your friends, so you don't want to speak to your friends. Because you just reach, God just prepare you for a little claim or small. And I told someone, whenever you up there, don't check it anytime you can fall down. Because God can lift you up and time can bring you down. Anything can happen. So the matter of fact in life is that life is not all about being happy. Life is about some sad time in life. And when that sad time comes in your way, the first thing you need to do to understand that is life. And who you will go to, the same people you overlooking, And those are the same people who show you love. And those are the same people who helped you. So stretch your hands for somebody. Stop fighting. You know, you know the reason I laugh? Because of envy. So even sometimes we don't celebrate other people. We don't celebrate people. I can't understand. You will work with people, you will eat with people, you will help them, you know, you will promote them, you will show them love. But when your time comes, they're fighting you. When your time comes, they're fighting you. And then you try to say that, look at, I thought they could have been strangers. But people I eat with, people I felt, people I stretch my hands to, I need to people see people fighting me. That's life, oh, it happened to Jesus. Oh, yeah, you and people can fight us. Why? You know what happened to my friend and brother Costa? You know when Rome arrived, making Costa vice president to the president to Joseph Walker? You saw people. Some appreciated, some would not appreciate. And that's the reality of life. People will fight you, people will criticize you, and you will never know the level of deception in your friendship you have until something happens. Listen to me again. You will never know the level of deception in your friendship that you're in until something happens. Oh, yes, sir. You start hearing some talks. Some talks you start hearing say that that person I'm working with, you mean I was sleeping with that woman or that man in bed or that's my sister, my brother, my close friend. All along you have this thing in your mind against me. You talking things against me. That's life. Sometimes I can tell people it is good to have elephant skin. You know when you get elephant skin, then you pray to be a dumb person. Sorry to say, I'm not saying you should be dumb physically, but to be a dumb person. When your skin is hard, your ears, those ears you have are all closed. When they're talking your team and they're bringing it to you, I can't even hear. Because those are distractions. People know that they'll perceive that if I go to this guy, I hate on he will insult me back. But if I go to the lady, I say things that I know her, she can't keep it. She will fight me. So I would tempt her and I would tell she's a rude woman. And they kind of try you, start to be rude. And they say, who told you about her? She's a rude woman. So sometimes people already have the plane in the closets. And they come with a fixed mind that I'm going to destroy him. Or I'm going to destroy her. That's their plan. And when they come with those plans, and psychologically, you're not prepared, morally, you're not prepared, you can carry away to destroy you. So we told you, he or she couldn't stand this. We didn't lie. So you gotta understand always that this life you live in, you'll be tested. We all will be tested. People will come to destroy us. People will come to bring us down. They will do things to torment us. Their objectives are there. And those objectives are coming with, well, is to bring you down. Nothing else, just to bring you down. So it's a lesson learned for every one of us that we need to understand. Whatever they're saying about you can make it, don't mind it. You can make it. But we need to stop this in Liberia. Keep fighting one another. Why are we fighting Liberia? Why are we fighting ourselves? People pray for the president to go to jail. People pray for the old president not to even come back. People pray against government officials that the government will not succeed. Wow. If the government not succeed, how's my do business? How are children not go to school? How will government get money to pay some more people when they put out in government, not even part of the party? Do we sit down and think about it? Do we sit down and think about it? If the government doesn't succeed, how will we survive? So why should we pray against this government not to succeed? That's why in Liberia, where every 6 years we go to election and we vote against if you don't want. And even those in government, let me close this one. Because you in government, life is good for you today. You're looking down on your brothers and sisters. You step on people. You're marginalizing people. You're hurting people. You're stepping on people's businesses. You don't do that. But tomorrow, you'll be on the other side of the table. And when you're on the other side of the table, you will not be in that chair. Someone may be taking over that chair tomorrow. What will you pay? Then you start saying, well, it's shame you cannot stretch your hands. This country for everybody. If Liberia succeed, we all succeed. If Liberia doesn't succeed, we all will never succeed. Honestly, because we'll be struggling. Don't think you work every morning, but you can put gas in your car, in your generator, and you succeed. No, you're not being successful. You're not getting successful. You're struggling. You're struggling. We all living a struggling life in this country. A successful person is a person who can have it and willing to share with others and build other people's life. How many are right now in Liberia are doing those things? Because things are difficult. You cannot do it. So why can't we work together? Why can't we put our hands around one another? Why can't we support the government? Government support its own citizens, that we all can work together and make the country a better place and stop the envy. Let us stop the jealousy, the deception. We got a lot of sycophants around here. They laugh with you, they smile with you, then they stick your finger in your back when you turn your back. And then your prayer don't answer, then you worry why your prayer can't answer. Stop that. Live well. Improve yourself. Pray for God's guidance in your life. Pray for wisdom. A man who prays for wisdom will grow. Yeah, you will not get time to think about negative things about people when you pray for wisdom, because the Bible says God reveals, God gives revelation to those who watch it. And God will never give revelation to those who worry. Because when you gossip, people that worry, people are saying, because you gossip, you worry about somebody. You worry about somebody. Because how will God reveal good things to you? He will not reveal good because you are playing every day. It's to just sit down, talk. People disgrace you every day from one problem to another, but yet and still you step out of it gossiping, fighting somebody. Anyway, Liberia won yesterday. We are excited. We pray that God give Liberia another opportunity, that next week we can win to Africa. And we celebrate, we all celebrate our success. That's why you see, we all celebrate alongside. So if the country is successful, we all celebrate. Some people are praying that the team will not even be successful because if the team is successful, then the government will claim success story. That kind of thought. Hey, you thinking that kind of way? So you want the team not to be successful because you're not in power. Suppose even some players that who are not even selected are praying the team will not be successful. Damn it. You know? God can have mercy upon us. The mind, the heart, the mind God gave us is our weapon. And this weapon God gave us can bring whole country down and lift whole country up because we don't know how to use it. So we use it to destroy ourselves. Because when you're fighting somebody else, you're destroying yourself. Oh yes, because you're thinking evil. It is time that we gotta love one another. I'm saying everybody will love you. But stop saying evil things about somebody. Things you don't even know about that person. You do evil for people. You be a witchcraft, a well-dressed witchcraft, walking by day because you pray for somebody's downfall. You are a well-dressed witchcraft. In the day travelers. Stop fighting some people. God made us to succeed. His plans for us are good plans. For us to succeed, work hard to enjoy what we work for, and to take care of ourselves before we take off from this earth. He said we can't destroy other people with our hearts. He didn't tell us that no one is perfect. Everybody can make mistakes. Though everybody have had their bad story. Some of the bad, some all we have our own worst story. It's not because I have worst story in my life, me, I'm gonna be afraid to move forward because what people think about me. No, that life is about transition. If anyone think that they have never had a worst story in their life, let them pull a hand on. So if you're talking about somebody, what's about you? You forgetting about yourself. The one you're doing in the corner, people will see you. Come on. You know within your heart what you're doing that wicked thing. Then you post somebody who like the small thing you know about somebody, you run it with it. And you pray for somebody downfall. But because now you might not be another person. You keep thinking that you keep suffering. I don't care how many prayers, how many medicine men you go to, how many pastors you visit. You're not well for it. Because God doesn't like it. He loves good heart, good spirit. That'll work hard, man. That make Liberia a better place for us. Whether you empower or you're not empower, that make Liberia a better place for all of us. Because if Liberia can get better, Liberians will get better. Let us stop the hate. Let us fight a fight of love. Let us fight a fight of peace. Let us fight a fight of support. Be a politician, not politician. Be a people in power, whatever. I don't want to get to make a small country. I say we just 5 million people. Not even plenty. They were fighting whole day. Taking time to be fighting and being your friend. How will you enjoy? You will not enjoy. Use the energy to use your energy for yourself. Use the energy to improve your life. Use the energy in moving forward. Use the energy in pushing good things in your heart. Use the energy in talking to yourself. So look, I look at myself, I can do better. That's the style you need to live. Let God bless all of us and give us time to have a peaceful life. That we can enjoy the country called Liberia. Nowhere we get to go. It's enjoy Liberia. I love all of you. And I pray that we utilize this time to make our country a better place for all of us. We utilize this time to make Liberia a place that we all can think through, walk through, and celebrate through. God bless you. And have yourselves a blessed weekend. Huh? Congratulations on star. Amen to all. God bless all of you. Happy day, man.